Goldylocks Productions provides professional internet, TV, and radio shows in the spiritual and New Age genre.
And hello, everyone, and welcome to the Magical Journey Show with your host, Reverend Bryan Rawls. Thank you for joining me this evening. It's been a while since seen you last. I know last week we did not air due to myself being a little bit on the sick side with a chest cold, but I'm better now. But thank you for joining me this evening. And what we are going to be talking about is some magical hacks to basically bring in a lot of your magical self into everyday life, and also to basically have some magical energy into your everyday life, because a lot of folks don't have time to necessarily meditate or to sit there and incorporate a circle all the time, or to incorporate spell work all the time. So this is a good time to experience little things that bring the magic into being. So basically, with today's show, we are going to be answering phone callers, and we also are going to I'm also going to be teaching you all how to feed and charge mojo bags or sachets or Tobies or mojo hands, whatever you want to call them. A mojo bag or sachet or a magic bag, all the same thing. But this is what one of those are called, or one of them may look like. This is just a old bag that I have made for props this evening, just so everyone can know and understand what a mojo bag is, or a sachet bag or a magic bag would be. Okay, and obviously this looks like a prosperity bag or a money bag. So just to let everyone know, this bag has not been charged. It has not been blessed in ritual yet, and is just for props this evening. So before we get started with all of that, I wanted to make a couple announcements for everyone that may be interested in receiving or taking advantage of the special offers that I have going on in the month of November. So obviously in the month of November, we have some special items that are new to a magical journey, as well as also some very special prices that would be affordable for all of you to get a more in-depth reading with me. Now, the per minute rate for my readings in the month of November is $1.35 per minute. So if you look at those in prices of 30 minutes, 45 minutes, hour, and 90 minutes, you have to at least purchase a 30-minute reading to take advantage of the $1.35 per minute. So I do not do 15 minutes, and I do not do 20-minute readings. Not a lot can be said in those time frames. So it has to be a max of at least 30 minutes to move forward with those particular with that particular pricing. My healing work is priced at $1 per minute, and healing work would include belief work, karma clearing, chakra and aura clearing, and etc. Now, do understand that that the work that is involved in my healing work, it can be one of two things. It can be remote work, or it can be in-person work or over the telephone. In-person work if perhaps you live in the east coast of North Carolina area. Thank you, Jolie. Thank you so much. And yes, I feel much better, much better. And also if you are international, if you're an international client, I do Skype Skype sessions and WhatsApp or the WhatsApp session, and also I do Facebook Messenger sessions as well. So just to let all you international clients know that y'all are not left out. I definitely do tend to y'all as well. Now, so I do have some specials on spell work, and the specials on spell work correspond with the particular work at hand. So, so do understand that they're priced at different pricings for the different work that is done, such as like love and romance. Then we have also prosperity work, and then protection work, and then also other types of work that is included, and it's been posted on Facebook multiple times. I actually do not have it in front of me at the moment, but if I can get it in front of me within the next couple of minutes or before the end of the show, I will most definitely state that to you all. Now, I do have a new product that is currently going on with the Magical Journey, and it is my Blessed and Charged Incense. Now, with my Blessed and Charged Incense, it is a incense that is used for connection, and also working with clearing energy. And this would be, this would include house clearing and blessing of blessing of your household. So do take advantage of those particular incenses. I do have half an ounce and a full ounce, and also I do have also in special the mojo bags, and which is a road opening mojo bag. And road opening basically means that it keeps your pathway and your road open. And what my beliefs here are is your life is within sectors. It's within a north, south, east, and west sector. And the north, south, east, and west sector basically is currently at, so the north sector, south sector, east sector, and west sector. North sector would be your finances and your career. South sector would be your love and relationships. East sector would be your beliefs, values, and your health. And your west sector would be your spirituality and your psychic abilities. And that is for the road opening mojo or gree bag that basically keeps those particular roads open. So I do have the list in front of me. So the particular types of spell work that I am including in November special is love and relationship work, sex and lust work, money and abundance work, psychic and personal power work, fertility and pregnancy work, cut and clear work, which cut and clear is basically cutting cords and clearing out old stagnant energy. And then road opening work, where it goes a little bit more in depth than just the road opening mojo. And then also the fast luck work and protection work, and then the healing and health work, and then the petitioning of deities and saints. And then also understand that each spell will come with a small mojo bag or a particular charm that you would keep on you to help the energies continue further on with the spell. Okay, so those are the November specials, and they will be available up until the ending of November, and I will possibly extend them. It all depends on exactly if I get the okay to extend them, because remember that my guides and deities and the spirits that walk with me definitely play a big part in my my in-depth work, as well as also my specials and the things that I offer from month to month. So do understand that. And please excuse me, if you can already hear behind me, I do have some cats in the back of me that are playing around on the floor, cutting up. So if you hear some cat meows or some squeals going on, do know that that is Phoebe and Ellie playing around. So I apologize about that. And then also, if Ellie perhaps makes a loud cry, you know she's in heat. So I apologize about that as well. So I just wanted to go ahead and let you all know that that I do have some quite crazy cats with me this evening. So we are going to, as I said before, speaking about some magical hacks for magic in your everyday life. And then we're also going to speak about how to feed and charge your mojo, or how to feed and care for your mojo, more like I do the charging and the blessing. So now we are going to also take some phone callers, and I'm probably going to take about only probably about 3 to 5 phone callers. And so please call in if you are wanting to bypass calling in and just jump to a more in-depth session. You can always go to my website or contact me directly at 323-8, or contact me directly through my website at www.amagicaljourney.com. Also, if you would like to call in and ask a question, the number is 323-870-3791. And again, that number is 323-870-3791. And you will need to press the number 1 key to get placed in the queue. And hello, Julie. How are you this evening? Okay, so we are going to open up the phone lines right directly, and then we will begin our discussion of magical hacks of magic in your everyday life, and then also the care and the feeding instructions for mojo bags. So let's go to area code 256. Area code 256.
Hi, how are you? My name is Kimberly.
Hey, Kimberly, and what can I help you with today?
Well, I am looking for a leadership position. I've been teaching for a while now, and it's been about 5 months now. And I've been working on myself with law of attraction, etc. So I'm just wondering what you get.
Okay, so let's see here. Okay, so Kimberly, I do feel as if there is a lot of beneficial energies around you in regards to basically asking what it is that you're wanting in your basically in your surroundings and also in your life. What they are showing me here is that this leadership position is definitely on its way. They are showing a time frame here, and this time frame is anywhere in between. And I'm going to give you a window time frame, because the window time frames are the easiest to give you, as well as also the easiest to give you in a quick one question reading. Now the window time frame that I'm receiving is the 2 week to 2 month window time frame. Okay, so you got anywhere from 2 weeks from today, or you got 2 weeks from or 2 weeks from today, or 2 months from today. Okay, so do take into consideration that your prayers and your requests are being heard by your higher power, as well as also the spirits that are around you. But it seems as if you are needing to not necessarily doubt yourself so much. The doubting of when is this going to happen, or are they hearing me? That type of doubt is what's basically pushing this a little bit back. So because I kind of feel as if you've been requesting for this and asking for this for quite some time. And that's what I'm basically feeling has been basically the problem here, is because you've been doubting, are they hearing me? Are they listening to my request? That type thing. Another thing that they are showing here is that that you are really in your feelings about this. Okay, almost like you're getting that questioning, or that or you're questioning yourself about self-worth. Now, are you worthy of this, or do you feel as if you're worthy of this? And that worthiness issue definitely needs to obviously step back, because you definitely are worthy of this and worthy of the leadership position. And if you continue to feel as if you are, or if you continue to question your worthiness, then that's going to be another factor that pushes this energy back as well. So the doubt of whether or not they hear you, and also the self-worthiness issue needs to be non-existing. You need to stop with this doubt, and also asking yourself, am I worthy for this leadership position? Because you're definitely worthy, and also you definitely are. They definitely are hearing you. Okay, so definitely don't put those negative thoughts, or those negative beliefs in your pathway, and allow for the doors basically to be open. And this goes into my first magical hack that I would like to mention. Now, a lot of folks have heard of the skeleton key. Now, the skeleton key is one thing that my grandmother always taught me and always told me about. Is if you keep a skeleton key with you, it keeps all doors around you open. It keeps It keeps basically the doors to your heart open. It keeps the doors to opportunities open. It keeps the doors to happiness open. So, so skeleton keys are the first magical hack that I would like to begin with tonight. And what I can tell you to help this magical hack be integrated into your life is you can easily find you a skeleton key anywhere. And what you can do is you can find you like a particular type of favorite incense, and you can smoke the key with your incense or your favorite incense, and basically you can either chant a blessing over it, you can pray a prayer over it, and asking for all your doors to be open, all your opportunities to be open. And this would be a good way of keeping all the doors around you and all the doors around you open, and all opportunities safely available for you to walk through. Okay, so get yourself a skeleton key, because they are very magical to have around your neck or even in your pocket. And you always want to place anything that you're trying to bring into your life in your either in your right pocket or on your right side of the body, because energy enters into the right side, and you send energy out through the left side. Okay. All right, dear. And if you would like a more in-depth reading with me, you are more than welcome to check me out at www.amagicaljourney.com, or you can also call the office at 586-659-9620. And thank you so much, Kimberly, and you have a wonderful day.
Thank you.
All right, sweetie.
Thank you. Bye.
Okay, so now for folks that did not or just now are tuning in, this is about magical hacks in your everyday life to bring more magic into your life, and also the care and the feeding of mojo bags. So the first magical hack would be the skeleton key. The skeleton key is a very powerful symbol and a powerful tool to have at your fingertips, because it keeps opportunities open, it keeps doors open, and it basically allows for your sectors of your life to remain open, and all blockages to be discarded and to basically be kicked out the door. So first magical hack is the skeleton key. Okay, so our tonight's talk also includes charging and carrying and feeding of mojo bags. So everybody is probably wondering, what is a mojo bag, or what is a sachet, or what is a gree-gree? A mojo bag is basically a bag that allows you to basically it's a bag that has curios, herbs, stones, oils, drops of oils in it, that allows for the mingling and the energies of the oils, curios, and stones, and oils that you place on the bag and inside the bag to basically be to kind of mingle together to create a very powerful ally to have at your hand, or have instantly in your hands. And the mojo bag can be for many different things. Okay, And my most sought out mojo bag that I make for people is either my psychic ability mojo bag or gree bag, and also my road opening bag, and also my prosperity bag. Those are the 3 most purchased bags that I have made for folks, and are very successful and have a very high success rate. And I get a lot of emails and phone calls at my office telling me about successes that their mojo bags have brought them. So basically with the mojo bag, one way of feeding your mojo bag would be with incense smoke. Okay. Now, obviously, folks are probably wondering, what type of incense smoke? Okay. My favorite incense smoke to have with mojo bag, or to smoke my mojo bag out with, is either, well, one of two smells, or one of 2 scents, and that is frankincense and myrrh, or dragon's blood. Okay, dragon's blood basically empowers all magic. All right, it brings a charge to all magic. And then frankincense and myrrh. Frankincense has a peaceful protection, very a woodsy type aroma to it, and also brings about a wonderful empowerment when the mojo bag is smoked. So I'm going to just basically show you a smoking of a mojo bag and how I feed my mojo bags. And yes, I keep mojo bags all the time. Matter of fact, I have 3 of them on me right now. And obviously I can't show them to you because when another person sees your mojo bag, it loses power. So you never want to show your mojo bag to them. But obviously, if your mojo bag gets seen, all you got to really do to appease it, or to re-strengthen it, is feed it. Okay, and basically the feeding of a mojo bag is very simple, and you just smoke it out. And then obviously when you're smoking it out, you want to obviously have an intention there with it. Jolie, we can most definitely get you a psychic mojo bag, and the psychic mojo bag we can speak about. We can speak about getting you one of them if you contact me through email or messenger. Okay, so this is a good way of feeding your mojo bag, is smoking it out with incense. And I prefer smoking your mojo bag out with, like I said, dragon's blood or frankincense and myrrh. And it's just as simple as feeding your bag. And then obviously with the intention, you would be like, my higher power, or the powers that be, I charge this bag to, say for instance, it's a road opening bag, to open the doors for me. By the powers that be, I charge this bag to open the road for me. Very simple. And that's feeding of a mojo bag. Okay, or one way you can feed a mojo bag. All right, let me go put this in my incense holder so I do not burn down the house. That would be a bad thing. So next, now another magical hack that I like to do especially if you use personal shampoo and conditioner. And obviously you don't want to put it in a household shampoo and conditioner, but obviously if you're single, you probably have your own shampoo and conditioner bottle. But what I like to do with my oils is, like, say for instance, this is a shampoo bottle, okay? And I do this especially with my psychic oils, or a crown chakra opening oil, or something along the lines of that. This right here is a psychic oil, okay? This is a psychic oil with a psychic oil with a particular blend of oils, and I would open the top of the oil, and I'm just going to place the caps on it and act like I'm pouring it in, so I do not make a mess. So you would open up the bottle of oil, and then you would open up your shampoo bottle, and you would pour probably about half the bottle in, not the whole bottle. And basically what that does is, when you go to wash your hair, you're basically having the oil of the psychic oil on your crown chakra, and then it obviously also runs down on the forehead a little bit. And obviously you want to think, don't put no cinnamon or cinnamony type oils in your shampoo bottle, because obviously cinnamon burns the skin, okay? But obviously also, if you're using such a small amount of cinnamon oil and it being diluted in a bigger bottle of shampoo, it shouldn't really hurt you. But I always tell folks to make sure that they test a little bit of like a little patch of skin on their arm or on their forearm, to make sure that they are not allergic to the oils, because there are folks that have some very sensitive skin, and obviously you don't want to take extra trips to the dermatologist, okay? That's never good. So that is life hack number 2, to bring more magic into your everyday life. Okay, so another thing that I like to do to say for instance, if I'm say for instance, if I'm doing say for instance, if I'm trying to bring more money into my life, or more prosperity and abundance into my life, I like to I'm going to give you a couple of life hacks into one. So I like to use what is called bay leaves. Okay, I use bay leaves on a regular, because bay leaves is a very big go-to in Magick. So bay leaves is one of those all-purpose type energies. So obviously, if you can see, my phone case is my wallet, okay? And I keep my credit cards in there. I keep my money in there and all that good stuff. And I basically put this bay leaf right in there, just like that. And what that does is that makes sure that I am never broke, okay? Never. Obviously, there has been a couple of times where I ran short on change or ran short on money, but always know that it replenishes itself, because the bay leaf is very powerful in making sure that money is always there, or making sure that the energy of money is always there. Another thing that I like to do is very simple. And this is another life hack that that I use quite often, and it's basically one of those things that that's very simple in the morning while you're making your coffee or having your tea, whatever you do. I have a jar that that obviously has my business card in it, some shredded money, and also some coinage, some coins, and then some beans. And these are not magical beans, people. These are like beans. Okay, beans. And within this, what I like to do is I like to drop a bean a day in it. I like to also drop I like to drop change in it. This is basically my prosperity jar, my jar that I keep money flowing into my household. And then obviously, you burn green candles on top of it. And it's very simple because the jar is the vessel. The jar is the vessel, which basically brings about energy into your household. Okay. All right, and then another household hack that I do is water bottles. Water bottles or drinks or anything that you sip on throughout the day. One thing that I use, and obviously you want to make sure that you don't necessarily put a crystal that is small enough for you to swallow in it, because that would never be good. But like say for instance, a crystal such as obviously the crystal is going to be a little bit smaller than this, but crystals are a good way of incorporating magic into the water that you drink to basically bring any types of magical energies or magical influences in your body or in your say for instance in your pet's body. There are some times where I place a quartz crystal in my animals' drinking water to make sure that they're protected, yada yada yada. That's another life hack that is very simple to do. It doesn't take long, and doesn't take a real long, thought out, elaborate ritual to bring magic into your life. Okay, so we are going to go to our next phone caller. And our next phone caller is 865. 865, first name and question, please.
Hi, Reverend Bryan. Thank you for taking my call. This is Lynn. And I'd like to ask you, do you feel or see money coming or more money coming in for me soon?
Okay. And you said that your name is Lynn?
Yes, Lynn.
Okay. And Lynn, let's see here. Money, prosperity, energy. Okay, so all right, so there are showing a increase of income or an increase of money coming in the winter months, and we're not directly into the winter solstice yet or the cold months yet, depending on where exactly you are. It's not technically winter yet, but by the winter solstice, you should have a bigger influential energy of money and energy of abundance coming into your energy field. And this is showing me by December 21st. So this is also when this is also when the current book that is open basically closes and a new book opens. So during the winter solstice is when I see as in a timeline of where your finances grow and really kind of make a turning point in your life. So I would most definitely say that that money is definitely on its way. Just kind of hang on a little bit longer. We're not, but probably about another, I would say probably about another month away. And if you made it this long, you can make it a whole lot longer. So it's just, it's very much on its way, dear. And I will tell you another thing that they are telling me here, and that is you need to focus on controlling your environment and the people that kind of come and go out of your environment. I feel as if there may be some people that either owe you money or possibly even ask you for money, and they really have no business in asking you for money, because this is incorporating some negative energy into your field, which is also keeping abundance and prosperity kind of blocked to a certain extent when payback is not being paid back, actually. Okay?
Okay. Yes, absolutely. Thank you so much.
You are very welcome, Lynn. Thank you so much, Lynn. And if I can interest you in a more in-depth reading, please go to www.imagicaljourney.com, or you can contact me directly at 586-659-9620. And thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right. So my next way of feeding mojo bags. So now the next way that I was taught to feed mojo bags is by oil. Okay. And oil is very simple in feeding a mojo bag. Okay. And it's very simple to the point to where you just put one dot on the palm of your hand. You see the little shiny stuff in the palm of your hand? And then another dot in the other palm of your hand. And what you want to do is you want to warm it up and then clap your hands together to activate the frequency. And then you'll feel that charge come into your hands, or kind of come out of your hands. And you basically want to grab your mojo bag, place it in the palm of your hands, and put your hands in gasho or prayer position. And you just basically want to hold at your heart and project out with your heart and with your mind's eye the energy of empowerment, the energy of power, the energy of strength, the energy of your intention of what the mojo bag's for, and basically out loud or inside your head, whatever is appropriate or whatever feels right for you. You can say a little something like this: higher power, I command that you keep my roads open. I command that you bring more prosperity to me. Keep abundance always coming for me, yada, yada, yada. And then you always want to show gratitude. And then you always want to tense up your hands or tense up your shoulders and in your hands, and then send energy into the bag by pressing your hands together, and then send the energy of sending all the empowerment and power and strength into the mojo bag. Very simple. Okay, and that's one way of of doing or feeding a mojo bag. And one of my favorite oils to feed your mojo bag with would be either the oil that it comes with, or you can make dragon's blood oil by grinding you up some dragon blood resin and a little bit of almond oil, probably about an ounce of almond, or a half ounce of almond oil, or an ounce of almond oil with probably about 1 or 2 chunks of dragon's blood. Or you can also use frankincense and myrrh oil. But you always want to use like an almond oil, sunflower oil, apricot kernel oil. Now, if you're using olive oil, make sure that you use all that oil up very quickly, because olive oil has a very quick tendency of going rancid, and you don't want your mojo bag smelling nasty. And if by all means, if that's all that you have and you have to improvise, make very little of that oil. Or you can also put a little bit of vitamin E oil in your olive oil, so it has, and basically, so the olive oil has a longer time of decomposition. So so that's a good that's a good hack, and just in case of if you only have olive oil to make particular oils with, put a little bit of vitamin E oil, and it takes longer for the olive oil to for its decomposition, because I will tell you, olive oil goes rancid very, very quickly. And especially make sure that you keep your oils out of sunlight. That is the reason why folks put their oils in amber color bottles, or they keep them in a dark bag. Another thing that you can use is essential oils. Essential oils are very good to feed mojo bags with as well. But me personally, I like to use true oil, which true oil is basically oil that uses the plant materials to actually heat slowly up, and it actually allows for the magic of the herb and the magic of the oil to mingle together and to create what I call a true oil. And that is basically just my personal opinion. So now another thing that I like to do for, like, say for instance, is to incorporate magic into your life is through cooking. Okay, now say for instance, if you're trying to bring more love into your life, you want to cook with a lot of cinnamon, or you want to cook with a lot of honey. Now there's many recipes that call for honey. There's many recipes that call for cinnamon. Another thing that I like to do, say for instance, if you're trying to bring more prosperity into your life, and you're getting ready to go to work in the morning, and say for instance, if you don't have enough, say for instance, if you don't have enough money, you can take your coffee, and you can hold your hands around the coffee and basically empower the coffee with your voice, or empower the coffee with your breath. Because remember, magical breath is the gift of life. Okay. Another thing that I like to do, and this is basically like, say for instance, if you ever don't have time to necessarily do a protection spell, okay, and you really need protection very quickly, there is what you call, it's this magical practitioner. I don't know if you've ever heard of him, but Christopher Pinjack and Lori Cabot and Penny Cabot. Christopher Pinjack wrote a book called Instant Magic. Instant Magic is used with an instant trigger. And if you ever wonder what an instant trigger is, it's basically what Samantha did on Bewitched with her nose. That's an instant trigger, okay? As well as also the click of the fingers, what I Dream of Jeannie done, or a genie does is the click of a finger, or what she done was an instant trigger. So many witches or many magical practitioners, they come up with their own instant trigger. I know some, I know one particular witch that pulls her ear for her instant trigger. And then also there's this one particular witch that sits there and takes his eyebrows and goes like this for his instant trigger. Very funny people, very unique people, but it's all what works for you, and has a very very wonderful way of incorporating magic into their everyday life. So another thing that I like to do, and it doesn't require a spell or doesn't require any lighting of candles or anything like that, is basically the use of sound and like clapping to intensify your intention. Like say for instance, if I don't have time for a spell, if I don't have time for something in general, and it kind of goes along with instant magic, what Christopher Pinjack teaches, and you can empower your intentions with clapping. Very simple. And while you're clapping, think of your intention inside your head, and then the sound from the clap basically brings the intention out and brings it into the universe. Another thing that that I like to feed mojo bags with, and is the power of a candle flame. Now, obviously, the power of a candle flame is power in itself. And another way that you can that you basically can bring in an empowerment for your mojo or charge your mojo. Hey, wait, stop. That you can charge your mojo is by a candle flame, and it's very simple. Candle flame and your mojo bag. And matter of fact, this is very appropriate because you got this is a money drawing candle, and it would be a money drawing bag because it's green, and there is money drawing oil, money drawing herbs in here. So what I like to do to empower the empower the mojo bag is basically circle clockwise to bring something into your life. Okay? And this is to empower your mojo bag. And you are empowering it with your candle flame. And you would simply speak your intention over it. Okay? And say something similar to this. And by the powers before me, I ask for this mojo bag to be empowered with prosperity, abundance, or you can simply say, money, money, come to me, money, money, set me free. Money, money, come to me, money, money, set me free. Simple as that. So there's many different, those are 3 very powerful ways of charging your mojo bag. And I swear by each one of them because that's how I was taught. And I actually have mojo bags that are practically about half my age. So they are very good spiritual ally to have on your side when practicing magic, when doing readings for people and whatnot. So definitely, if you're interested in a mojo bag, you can contact me at my office number at 586-659-9620. You can also go to my website and fill out a contact form at www.amagicaljourney.com. That is AMAGICKALJOURNEY.com. And also, if I'm not mistaken, we are having a radio show next Wednesday evening. As long as Goldylocks Productions is producing my radio show, I will have one. Yes, we are having regular scheduled shows on Wednesday evening. So I will be live next Wednesday evening for all those that I did not have time to do a reading for today. And I apologize that I only got two folks I think it was 2 or 3 folks today. But do understand that I do stretch my energy very thin, so I must be courteous to myself and must be courteous to all of you as well. And I only want to give you accurate information, and if I don't feel as if I'm up for giving a reading, that's on me. But if you would like to purchase a reading or contact me next week on Wednesday for a reading, you are more than welcome to show up next Wednesday evening and call in, same call-in number, and I will answer your question next week. And thank you for listening and participating in the show this evening. I definitely want to thank all of you for calling in, and I would like to thank all of you for listening in and watching, and definitely use all those magical hacks for your life and to bring small magical ideas into your life. Also, if you're interested in a mojo bag or a sachet or whatever you want to call them, you can contact me and I will make you one, charge it and bless it and send it to you. And thank you so very much for listening to me. And let angel wings guide your dreams. Blessed be and namaste.
Thanks for listening. We hope you enjoyed the show.